we're back again. Today is gonna be back day plus some triceps workout and a bit of forearms in there as well because I skipped it last time because the camera's microphone died. We're gonna go through it pretty quickly today. I had a rest day yesterday, so I'm pretty recovered from my last workout, which was the leg day. And also I increased my carbohydrates from the usual 300 to 500 on the rest day, so I'm pretty filled up for today's workout. The workout is going to be pretty simple. We got 3 exercises for back, we got 1 exercise for rear delts, and we got 3 exercises for triceps. And for forearms, I think we got 2 exercises. Back day is my favorite day, and it's my most prominent muscle group, so looking forward to it. See how it goes. So the thing is, the audio quality on the last video sucked because I didn't really manage to set up the microphone as well as I should have. And you know how commercial gyms are with the music they're playing, so you can definitely hear it in the last video. So we're gonna try to fix that both while recording the video today and in post-processing. So we'll see how it goes. If you have any suggestions on how I can fix the audio more and make it better, just let me know down in the comments. So my pre-workout routine usually stays the same no matter what muscle I'm training. So we're doing the same thing that I did for leg day, now we're doing for back. My pre-workout meal and basically my breakfast was 2 glasses of low-fat milk plus a bowl of cereal. Cereal might not be the healthiest option out there. I usually eat oatmeal before my workouts, but oatmeal sucks and it tastes like cardboard, and there's only this one brand that I like and I'm having a hard time finding it. So for now I'm substituting it with the cereal. Plus I ate 2 whole bananas before I recorded this video, so again, some carbs in there, so it's gonna fuel my workout, and plus that, there's the potassium in there as well, so definitely helpful. In terms of the pre-workout supplementation, we're doing the same thing that I did last time. We got the pre-workout sachet, and we got the creatine. So simple and straightforward. And if you're a regular gym goer, I really suggest that you get one of these big water bottles. This one was 1.5 liters, so that you know exactly how much water you're drinking throughout your workout. What I usually like to do is finish this whole bottle up during my workout. So that's going to be 1.5 liters during the workout, and then I drink another 1.5 throughout the day, so that's going to make it up to 3 liters, which is crucial for whenever you're taking creatine supplements because it really dehydrates you and you definitely need to drink more water when you're taking it. Okay, pre is ready, water is packed up, and we got a 10-minute commute to the gym, and I'll see you there. Here we are, back at the gym. So as I said, today we got back some delts and triceps. It's gonna be a pretty straightforward plan. We got 2 variation of rows. Which one would be barbell rows and second one would be machine rows. We got a pull down, and before all that we got chin-ups to warm up. After that we jump into some straight cable pulls for the delts, rear delts, because we hit side delts and front delts on our chest days, which would be tomorrow. Okay, after back and after the delt exercise, we got tricep movements, which first one would be, okay, it's dumbbell overhead extension, rope cable push down, and then some dip machines. Safe to say that it is now okay to take the pre-workout. The key to making pre-workout not taste like a garbage dump is how much water you add to it and the temperature of water that you add to it. The colder the water, the better it tastes in the pre. The more water you add to it, it's also gonna help out with the taste, but you're gonna suffer through it a bit more, so pick your poison. Do you want 100 milliliters of something that tastes horrible, or 300 milliliters of something that tastes just plain old bad. سلام، حال شما خوبی؟ صبح شما بخیر. If you ever want to invest in yourself and buy some gear at the gym, for the gym, the first thing that I would suggest you getting is, well, of course, the lifting belt. And after that are these lifting straps. Let it be the cloth ones that you wrap around the weight, or these leather ones that, if you're into that. But it's definitely gonna help you out with increasing the volume in your training, especially on your pull days, because one of the biggest bottlenecks that you're gonna face is the strength of your forearms. While you can train them to be stronger, you can never train them to be stronger than your back or your biceps. So investing in one of these, having one of these is definitely gonna increase the quality of your workouts. I usually like to start my back days with some chin-ups. Well, they're my go-to exercise to really warm up my lats and helps me get into the right mindset going into my training. While I'm bulking, my weight is going up constantly, and I like to keep up my strength relative to my body weight. So if I can keep up with doing the same 8 reps that I usually do at the first set of every workout, then that tells me that so my strength is going up relative to my body weight. When it comes to doing pull-ups or maybe lat pull-downs, it doesn't really matter that much what your grip is gonna be. Hey, let's do wide grip to target those lats, or let's do close grip to target our biceps. No, it doesn't really matter that much. And change up the target muscle maybe like 5% or so. So do the grip that feels most comfortable to you and that you can rep as much as you can out of it. And maybe if you hit a plateau, that's the time to change up the grip and spice things up. Really feel the stretch at the bottom. And then thing about pull-ups is that it also can help you out a lot with your posture, especially at the stretch part. If you don't want to do pull-ups, maybe you want to keep your strength in the tank for your next exercises, then just do like maybe 30 seconds or 60 seconds of a dead hang and really feel the stretch and try to get as much far away as you can from the pull-up bar. Okay, so we're gonna jump into the first exercise, which is gonna be barbell rows. We're gonna start pretty light, maybe 50 kilos, like 15 kilos on each side, and increase the weight as we go forward. I think I can hit 100 kilos today, not for that many reps. Maybe I can rep it out for 5 with decent form, but can't tell until I have my first set and see how I feel about that. For now, the barbell is occupied, so I'm gonna wait it out. We're at a commercial gym, and we gotta respect others as much as we want others to respect us. Answer, Dori. When it comes to back training, I like to start out with the free weights, hence barbell rows, and then jump into an exercise like flat pulldowns, other machine exercises, because I want to keep my strength in the tank for what's going to be the most challenging, which for me would be the barbell rows in this training regimen. But we're still going to have a lot left to do the machine exercises as well. Starting pretty light, 50 kilos, which would be 15 kilos on each side, plus a 20 kilo barbell. Okay. Really let the barbell hang at the bottom and then pull it toward your belly button. Okay, we got 9. We're gonna do 3 more. Not bad, but I don't think I'm gonna get to 100 kilos this week. So we're gonna go 50, 60, 70, and 80. Okay, my hamstrings are really tight. Didn't warm them up, and I really felt the last set in them. But we're gonna push through. We're gonna be fine. I'm still not wearing the belt for this set as well, but I'm definitely gonna start wearing it for the next set and moving forward. That was 10 reps. My tempo was not as good as I wanted to be, but the form was pretty decent. So we're gonna increase the weight, gonna increase the rest time, and then get back to it once I feel well rested. You might see me using my Apple Watch throughout the workout, or maybe you've seen other people on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube using any form of sportswear during their workouts. But I'm not using it for tracking. I'm only using it to control my music because I don't want to walk back and forth to my phone and distract myself. And I've seen people use it to track their workouts, but it's not as accurate as you want it to be. You see people posting their workouts on IG stories saying, hey, I burned 1,200 calories in one workout, which really 1,200 calories in 1 hour is almost impossible. I mean, if you count in your metabolism and your bodily functions, maybe, if you got some really high metabolism, but you're not gonna burn 1,200 calories in one training. But again, it's a great tool to track your workout. And as long as you are tracking your workout in something like a logbook or maybe a training app, then you're good to go. If you're doing some kind of cardio, like if you're running, if you're biking, if you're walking on a treadmill, then yeah, it is good to keep that in track. But resistance training doesn't really matter that much. Got the belt on. We're gonna go for maybe 12 reps. And if I can't go any higher than 10, I'm gonna do a drop set to 50 kilos. Okay, that was 6. Let's do 6 more. No. Okay. I'm fairly new to recording my workouts. I've done it in the past, but not like this, not like vlog style videos. So One thing that really surprised me is that since you're focusing some of your attention on setting up the camera, talking, and everything else, you're not going to be as focused on your workouts as one might think. But so keep that in mind if you want to start recording at the gym. Okay, it was 5 more. Okay, so we did 6 reps with 70 kilos, 5 reps with 50 kilos, and I mainly stopped because I felt it too much on my lower back. I've had injuries in my lower back, so I'm not gonna risk it. I'm gonna increase to 80, do maybe 5 reps, and then drop it to 40 and do another 5 reps. So that's usually how I do drop sets. Like I drop it to the 50% of the original weight and rep it out there. Let's see how it goes. If you want to record in the gym, then go ahead. Even if you motivate one person to start working out at the gym, then I'd say it's really worth it to post content on IG or any other platform. But keep one thing in mind. The gym is still a public place, and others have as much right to use it as much as you do. And just because you set up a tripod, bring a camera, or maybe recording your phone, it doesn't make you more privileged than others. So respect others' privacy. If someone doesn't want to be in the background of your video, then stop recording, change the camera setup. Their privacy matters more than that one set that you're gonna do perfectly and that one perfect shot. So keep that in mind, respect others. If your gym has a policy against recording at the fitting room, then respect that, don't record in the fitting room. Again, to respect other people's privacy. You are obligated to respect that. Okay, we did 5 reps with 80 kilos and then 7 reps with 40 kilos. And done with this exercise. When you're doing a lat pull-down exercise, really tuck yourself in under these pads for your knees. And if possible, go even deeper and fix yourself up with your quads under those pads. Gonna be doing a drop set. We're doing 60 kilos, rep it out as much as we can. Then we're dropping down to 30 kilos and then again, repping it out as much as we can. Really feel the stretch at top. Okay, that was 10. Gonna drop to 30. I did 10 reps plus 12 reps last time, so since I matched the 10 reps, I'm gonna do more than 12 on 30 kilos. Oh. So for the second set, I'm gonna increase it to 70 and 35. Okay, so for the last set, we're gonna pull out all the stops, meaning we're not only doing the drop set, but I'm also gonna do as much partial reps as I can with the heavier weight and the lighter weight to really introduce some fatigue to the muscle, because my back is really challenging when it comes to hypertrophy and growth. So I try to introduce as much fatigue as I can and as much as mechanical tension as I can. So see how it goes. Okay, did 7 reps last set. So I'm gonna do the 7 reps plus some partials. Some more reps, 3 partials. Now we're dropping. Yeah. Okay. That was 7 reps, 3 partials, then drop set, 9 reps and 3 partials. Oh. We're doing single arm row machines with 40 kilos on each side. So we're really gonna focus on the stretch bar. Okay, that was 8 reps per side. Increase the weight. I'm not gonna go crazy with 80 to 40 kilos per side. I'm going to 50. My stance wasn't the best, so I'm gonna try to fix that. Okay, that was 6 reps per side. I still feel good, so I'm gonna increase it to 60 kilos on each side. Okay, last set, we got 120 kilos in total, or 60 kilos per side. And that was a disaster set, but this side felt a really good stretch. And That's it for the back workouts. We're gonna now do the real delt exercise, and then we're gonna jump into triceps. Gonna have to change the camera's battery pretty soon, but no, only 22%. So I think it's gonna be fun. Okay, so when it comes to training your rear delts, can be a tricky subject because if you do it too heavy, then your upper traps is gonna come into action, and if you do it too light, you might not even create that much of a stimulus to really target the muscle. So you really have to be laser focused on the mind muscle connection to target rear delts. I usually like to do it lightweight and do a drop set to 50%. So this cable machine increments are 10 pounds, 20 pounds, or 4.5 kilo and 9 kilo, and so on. So I like to start out with 9 kilos, rep it out as much as I can, drop it down to 4.5, rep it out as much as I can, and then switch to my other arm to really create as much tension as possible on one side before letting it rest for the next set. So, it's a simple exercise. And all you're gonna do is find the angle that you're most comfortable with, and you're gonna expand your scapula and then pull it down to your side to kind of a 45-degree angle between your arm and your body. Hold it there, let it come up naturally, then push again. My workout program used to have shoulders and triceps day to really target the tricep to really target the shoulders. But what I realized is 1 week of recovery is too much, and I can create much more stimulus when it comes to shoulders. So what I did is now I divided my shoulder workouts into two parts, one for the rear delts and one for front delts and side delts. So I do the side and front on chest days. One day would be focused on chest, one day would be focused on shoulders. And rear delts, I train it with my back. And I've seen some real good progress since I've been doing it like this. I've really grown my shoulders since then. I didn't really count this set, so we're really gonna go based on how the muscle feels and really get it burning. And once the reps start to slow down, that's our cue to stop. Really let your shoulder move freely on this exercise. You will target your rotators in this exercise, but I'd say it is a good thing because it will prevent injuries going forward, especially if you feel an impingement while you're doing any kind of pressing movements, which I do. When you do an exercise like this, you're also training your obliques and your abs on some level. So keep that in mind. Doing the same weight for the second set as well. But doesn't really matter that much on, because if I increase the weight too much, then I'm gonna feel it in my traps more than my rear delts. So those 2 sets. I'm gonna do 2 more to really fatigue out our rear delts. And one good point of this exercise is that it also warms up my triceps really well. So really warmed out when I jump into my triceps exercises, and I don't have to waste time or my energy doing some kind of warm-up sets. So if you've been over the internet for the past couple months, you know there's a lot of speculation when it comes to training triceps. Some people say it doesn't matter what your grip is when you're training, and you're gonna target all the heads at the same time. Some other people say, no, it matters what kind of grip you're working with. So I usually play it safe and probably target different heads with different grips. Like I do overhead extensions with dumbbells. The other day I do it with cables, since I do triceps twice a week. We do conventional dips, we do machine dips, we do cable pushdowns. Don't leave that much room for error when it comes to training triceps. Starting with 25 kilos. So let's go. Okay, when it comes to the final reps, I usually can't hold the same eccentric as my previous sets. Oh, usually go as slow as I can, but I don't usually keep that much count. I'm gonna go to do 25 again because I did for 10 reps, and for me, that's the sweet spot when it comes to training triceps. I usually don't mix up the long eccentric with drop sets unless I do a weight abysmally and can't do anything more than 3 reps. So 10 reps is good enough, and 25 kilos for now is good enough. Maybe I'm gonna jump up to 27 and a half for the final set, but we got 2 more sets until we have to come to that decision. Okay, I'm gonna rest a bit more. And camera is at 5%, so I think I can record next set as well. Don't think I'm gonna go heavier than 25 today. Can go heavier on the other exercises, but for this one, I think 25 is fine for this week. Ugh. Okay, that was 6 reps. So we did 10, 8, and 6. Got one more set to do, but I think I'm gonna skip it because still got a lot of exercise to do, and I've already been in the gym for 2 hours. So for the second exercise, for triceps, I'm doing rope pushdowns, which is the most basic tricep exercise that you can do. I'm only gonna control the eccentric. I'm not gonna be doing a slowed down eccentric, but I'm gonna control the weight going down, which would be my arms going up. So here we go. Okay, that was 10 reps with 31 and a half, which is 70 pounds, which is still light, but that's what I can do for now. Whenever you're doing this exercise, especially for my lightweight friends, because I've been there and done that, if you feel like you're not as stable as you want, and your stability is the main thing that's holding you back from increasing the weight, there are 2 things you can do. First one would be turning this into some kind of an overhead exercise by bending at the hip. So kind of like this, which is gonna give you the stability that you're gonna need. Or the second thing that you can do is that you can do it kneeling on the ground. And gonna do the second set kneeling down so I can give you a clear idea of what I mean when I say kneeling down. So you're gonna keep the cable at the highest point that it can go, and I'm gonna increase the weight a bit. I'm now doing 90 pounds or 40.5 kilos. So again, find your best grip. Then you're gonna kneel down. You can do it like this, or you can just do it like this. I like to do it this way. Then you're gonna push it down. I really feel the burn when I do this exercise really slow down. And for a very long time, I felt a really sharp pain in my shoulders as soon as I re-racked the weight. So, and the problem was I wasn't pushing back my scapula as much as you have to. So if you do it like this, hunched over, then you're really gonna feel a sharp pain in your shoulders afterwards, in the rotators. But if you pull it back a bit, like you're doing some kind of a back movement, and then start wrapping it out, you might not be able to go as heavy as just being hunched over, but it's gonna be a much better feeling afterwards, and you're not gonna feel that much of a burn in your shoulders. So if you're the type who feels pain in shoulders when doing any type of push downs, let it be single arm, let it be with a straight bar like this or with ropes, then try to push back your scapula and then try to wrap it out. Okay, so for the last set, I'm gonna be doing 40.5 again. Really weird increments on this machine. But we're still not even halfway to the full stack on this exercise, so I'm not as strong as I'd like to be, but we're on our way there. Okay, again, find your grip, push back the scapula, push down. That was bad. I really screwed up that set. So I'm gonna drop it to around half the weight, 22.5, and push it. Okay. Okay, we're done with cable push downs. Now we're gonna jump into some dip machines. This particular machine is, again, I think it's older than me, so probably 30 years old. But it's all we got here, so doing 81 kilos and then doing a drop set to 40.5 and dropping it out there. The angles of this machine really suck and you can't adjust it. The only thing that you can adjust is the seat height. But as a finisher, it's still a good move. It can really fatigue you out, really exhaust your triceps and even your chest if you're doing it wrong enough. So, there we go. Okay. 8 reps. And let's do another 10. Ah. Okay. Ah. Okay. That was 6 reps plus 2 partials. Ah. Form was awful, but we're gonna try to recuperate that with the drops. Okay. Ah. Done with the triceps. So when it comes to abs workouts, you're gonna see a lot of people training abs like it's cardio or something. If you want to build bigger ab muscles, which is gonna be the main focus when you're training abs, you gotta train it as any other muscle. So if you usually do 10, 12 to 15 reps on a like an arms exercise, why would you do 50 reps on an ab exercise? That just doesn't make any sense. And no, it's not gonna burn the fat around your belly. If you want to burn fat, just go on a simple caloric deficit, because that's what really matters when it comes to losing weight and burning fat. What I usually do, since this machine doesn't go as heavy as I would like, I put it on the heaviest weight that it has, which is 50 kilos. Rep it out as much as I can, maybe around 15. And then I'm going to do a drop set to half, which will be 25, and then rep it out. And I really want to feel the stretch as well as the contraction. So here we go. Okay, that was 15 with 50 kilos. Now, now I'm dropping it to 25. Rep it as much as I can. Oh, okay. That was 15 rep and then drop set and doing 10 reps. Which is usually the same rep range that I do on this exercise. And I'm really not looking into like increasing the volume on my ab workouts, because while at the same time that having chiseled abs can help you look a lot more athletic. It is gonna, on some level, widen your waist. So it's gonna destroy that V look that I'm usually looking for. So I do it probably, I think, per every 2 workouts, and I do it for four sets, and that's it. I do some body weight ab workouts here and there, like some sort of leg raise and some sort of heel taps to really target the V abs, but I don't do all of them on the same training day. Okay, that was 12. I'm gonna probably do 10 again. Okay, 12 reps plus 10 reps, 12 sets. I'm gonna do one more set. I'm not gonna do the fourth set again. If you're going through your workouts and you see yourself doing the same weight with the same reps on 3 different sets back to back, then you're probably not lifting as heavy as you should. Because if you're lifting heavy enough and you're putting as much as mechanical tension on the muscle as you should, and you're not gonna be able to do the same weight for the same amount of reps on your second set. So if you see that happening, probably increase the weight. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. That was 10 reps with 50 and 10 reps with 25. And I'm done with the ab workout. Next, got some finger curls, which sounds a bit dirty, but it's not. After that, we're jumping to reverse twist curls to really build out the forearms as much as we can. So this move, the finger curl, I don't know if that's the right name for it. You usually see an actual machine for it that you work it out like something like this, but we don't have that here, so this is what I usually swap it out with. All you have to do is okay. Ah. Okay, done with this. After this, we're gonna do some reverse wrist curls. And after that, we're done. I do it with this kind of equipment, which is 10 kilos and 5 kilos per side, which comes up to 20 kilos. And that's as much weight as I can do. I usually swap it out with dumbbells here and there. If you don't have this thing in your gym, just use it. Do it with a regular barbell or do it with dumbbells. Anything that feels good for you. Really let the weight pull your wrist down and then push it back up again. Okay, that was 12 reps. And I'm gonna do the same 12 reps again for the next set as well. And I'm gonna do a total of 3 sets for this one. And after that, we're finished with today's workout. Okay, and that's it for today's workout and vlog. If you're still watching up to this point, thank you. Thank you so much. And if you like these types of videos, comment down below and let me know what points to discuss further. Let me know what types of videos I should do next. Should I keep up with this gym vlogs? Should I do like day in life? Should I do meal prep recipes, stuff like that? Let me know down in the comments. And please subscribe, tune in for more. Thank you for watching. Peace out.